everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new here, my name is Nikki with MontanaCrochetCreations.com. In today's video, we're going to be making this really cute owl trinket bag. I think it's really cute. Whenever you cinch up the little top here, it makes the little owl ears. It's perfect for little small children. They can put their little goodies in, take it around town, and do everything that they want to with that. It's got like this cute little drawstring here, so then that way you can just kind of open up the bag and everything like that. It can be made with small amounts of yarn. I just used scrapped yarn that I had laying around the house. So what I used in this is a cream color yarn for the bottom base here of your owl crochet handbag, and then a dark brown. Then you'll need a little bit of white, a tiny bit of like a gold or an orange or whatever color you would want to use for your owl beak, and just a little tiny amount of black for the little eyes. You're also going to need a 4.25 millimeter crochet hook. You will need a yarn needle for weaving in all of those yarn tails, and you are going to need a pair of craft scissors for clipping the yarn ends when you change colors. So go ahead and grab all of your supplies, and I will meet you back here in just a few minutes and we'll get started on this owl crochet handbag. We're back, and I've got my cream yarn here and my 4.25 millimeter crochet hook, and we're going to go ahead and make a magic circle. And if you don't know how to do a magic circle, I'll teach you how to do it here, but I'll also leave a link in the top right hand corner. So you're going to take your yarn and wrap it around your index and your middle finger, and I like to wrap it around and kind of crochet over the top here and do like a little crisscross. So this is the way that I do it. Then I take my hook and I go underneath this very first loop, and I grab my yarn that I'm holding between my middle finger and my ring finger, and then I grab my working yarn and I just pull it through this loop right here, if I can keep it on my hook, and then you've created your magic circle right there. So what you'll do is you'll just work around inside this circle with your stitches, and at the very end you pull it nice and tight and it closes that little circle up. So we are going to place 8 half double crochet in this magic circle. So we're going to yarn over and insert our hook into this magic circle. We're going to yarn over and pull up 3 loops on our hook, and yarn over, and we're pulling through all 3 of those loops. That's our first half double crochet. So we're going to do that 7 more times. So yarn over, insert it into the circle, pull up your loop. You're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of your loops. So that's 2. 7, and this is the last one for 8, because remember we needed 8 half double crochet. So we're going to pull our tail tight, and it closed up that little circle there, and then we are going to come over to our very first half double crochet here, and we're going to slip stitch. And then we are going to chain 2 here. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place 2 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So we're going to place 2 half double crochet in that chain 2 space, because the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. So there's 1, and we've got 2. And then now we're going to place 2 half double crochet in every single stitch all the way around until we get back to the very beginning over here. When we get back to the beginning of round 2, we're going to slip stitch to the top of that first half double crochet, and then we are going to chain 2 again. So continue working 2 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around, and then I'll meet you back here in just a few. Alright, so I'm done with round 2. I have slip stitched to the top of that first half double crochet, and I've chained 2. So for round 3, we're going to place 1 half double crochet in this chain 2 space here, and then we're going to place 2 half double crochet in the next stitch. So we're just going to create an increase here, and it's going to slowly start making the bottom of our crochet purse here, and it's going to start making it bigger. So the next stitch is 1 half double crochet and then 2 half double crochet in the following stitch. So continue to work that pattern all the way around of 1 half double crochet in the next stitch, 2 half double crochet in the following stitch, and then when you get back to the beginning of round 3 over here, you're going to slip stitch to the top of your first half double crochet and chain 2. So go ahead and continue to work that, and I'll meet you back here in just a few minutes. So for round 4, we're going to place a half double crochet in this chain 2 space here. And remember that chain 2 is not counting. And then we're going to place another half double crochet in the next stitch. So that's a half double crochet in the first 2 stitches. And then we're going to place 2 half double crochet in this next stitch here. And then we're going to place 1 half double crochet in the following stitch and 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. And then 2 half double crochet. And we're just going to repeat that all the way around until we get back to the beginning of round 4. And again, we're going to slip stitch to the top of that first half double crochet, and then we are going to chain 2. So go ahead and continue working your pattern of 1 half double crochet in the next 2 stitches and 2 half double crochet in that following stitch. And then I will meet you back here when you are finished with round 4. All right, so for round 5, we are going to place 1 half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. So going into that chain 2 space for our first one. And then we're going to go into the next 3 stitches here. And what we're doing is we're just continuing our increase. And then the next stitch, we're going to place 2 half double crochet. And we're going to do a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. There's 3 and 2 half double crochet in the following stitch. And I do need to say, I know a lot of you were following me. I was making that mandala crochet blanket from Annie's Kit Club, and I actually just got an email from them this morning saying that I was providing instructions that were a little too clear and that I needed to pull those videos and remove them from my YouTube channel. So unfortunately, I won't be proceeding with videos for for month 3, but I will just kind of keep you guys all updated on how it's going and everything like that. But I guess they just don't want me sharing with you on easier ways to do the blanket and everything like that. So that's what we're doing today. So that's why we're creating this cute little crochet purse right here instead, because I just don't have the time to deal with that and everything. So anyway, so we are going to just continue to work a half double crochet in each stitch all the way, or in the next 3 stitches, and then 2 half double crochet in that following stitch, all the way around until we get back to the beginning of round 5. At round 5, we're still going to slip stitch to the top of that first half double crochet, and then we're going to chain 2. So go ahead and complete that, and I'll meet you back here in just a few minutes. All right, so we are done with round 5. So for rounds 6 through 15, we are going to place 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. So just placing 1 half double crochet in each stitch all the way around here. When you get done with the end of round 15, you should just slip stitch to the top of your first half double crochet, and then we're going to change to our dark brown color that we have right here, and we're going to start working on the top portion of this owl purse here. So go ahead and half double crochet in every single stitch all the way around until you are done with round 15. At the end of round 15, you should still have a total of 40 half double crochet. So go ahead and work on that, and I will meet you back here when you are completed, or when you have completed round 15. So we're done with round 15, and I've come in and I've touched my brown yarn. And what I'm going to do is we are just going to go into the space where I just attached my yarn with the dark brown, and we're going to place 1 half double crochet. and we're going to half double crochet in each stitch all the way around until we get to round 20. So at the end of round 20, you are going to come back around over here and slip stitch to that first half double crochet. So continue placing a half double crochet in each stitch all the way around. And again, I've said this in lots of my videos, I like to crochet over the top of my yarn tails, so that way I don't really have a lot of items left to weave in at the very end. So yeah, just continue crocheting your half double crochet in each stitch all the way around, and I will see you back here when you are done with the end of round 20. All right, so we're done with round 20, and you can see that we've got our cream, and then we've continued on into our dark brown. So what we're going to do for round 21 is we are going to place one single crochet in our chain 2 space here, and then we are going to place, whoops, not a half double, we're doing one single crochet in our chain 2 space, and then we're going to place a single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now what we're going to do is we are going to place a double crochet in the next, or sorry, a half double crochet in the next stitch here. So we've got our half double crochet, and then we're going to double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So we're yarning over, inserting our hook, and pulling up a loop. We're going to yarn over and draw through 2 of those loops, and then yarn over and draw through 2 loops again for our first double crochet. We're going to do that one more time in the next stitch here, and then we are going to do a half, or a, sorry, I'm reading my pattern here. So we've done our first 2 double crochets, and then what we're going to do next is a triple crochet in the next 4 stitches. So a triple crochet, you are going to yarn around your hook 2 times here. We're going to insert our hook into this stitch. We're going to draw up a loop. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops again. So we're going to do that 3 more times. So yarning over twice into the next stitch. We're yarning over, pulling through 2, and yarning over and pulling through 2. So we've got to do that 2 more, or 1 more time here. So we've got, all right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to place a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. And what this is doing is it's creating that little ear, so that way when you tie this crochet purse together, it creates those little owl ears. It makes it really cute. Then we're going to do a half double crochet here, and then we are going to place a single crochet in the next 10 stitches. So we've got 1, and this is 10 coming up here. So we're just going to repeat that. So we're going to do a half double crochet in this next stitch, a double crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then we're going to place a triple crochet in the next 4 stitches. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to do a double crochet in the next 2, half double crochet in the next, and we're placing a single crochet in that last stitch there, and then we're going to slip stitch to the top of that first single crochet. And now we can just go ahead and fasten off our work here. Let me grab my scissors, so fasten that off. And then we will weave in our yarn tails, but you can see it's created these 2 little points here, and that's when we put in our little tie string, it's going to create those little ears when you draw it nice and tight. So go ahead and weave in your yarn tail, and then I'll come back and show you how to do the little drawstring for this cute crochet owl handbag. Right, so we have our brown yarn, and what we're going to do is we're going to create a slip stitch here. And we are going to chain 70. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 70 right there. So we are going to go ahead and just fasten off our yarn. And we have our little tie for our crochet handbag here. So set that aside. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to grab our white yarn here. Grab this. And we're gonna start working on the eyes. So what we're going to do is we are going to create a magic circle again here. Remember, we're pulling that yarn through and grabbing our working yarn and pulling it through that stitch. So now we're going to place 6 single crochet in this magic circle. So I'm going to chain 1 and place 6 single crochet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whoops. So now I'm just going to pull this tail tight. I'm going to come over and slip stitch to that first single crochet. And then we are going to chain 1, and now we're going to place 2 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. So at the end of round 2, you should have a total of 12 single crochet. And we're going to make 2 of these since we're making the eyes. So go ahead and continue to work your 2 single crochet in each stitch around. Fasten off to the first of that single crochet here. Make sure you leave a yarn tail long enough because we're going to be attaching our owl eyes to our crochet handbag. And then when you're done with the first one, then go ahead and make your second one. Once you're done with those, I'll meet you back and we'll get started on the beak. So we're done with the eyes, and now we're going to start working on the beak. So we're going to grab either your gold yarn, your orange yarn, whatever color it is that you're going to use. And we are going to create our slip knot here. And we're going to chain 4. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to go into our second chain from the hook. So not this one here, but this next one. And we are going to place a single crochet. And then this next stitch, we're going to place our stitches all in the same one. So we're going to place a half double crochet. We're going to place a double crochet in the same stitch. And then we're going to do a half double crochet again. Oops. Again, that half double crochet in that same stitch. And then we're going to place a single crochet in this very last stitch here. And then that is it. That's how we create our beak. So we're just going to fasten off our yarn. And remember, leave a long yarn tail so that way you can attach your beak to your handbag here. And then we're just going to fasten off. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to take all of our pieces here. So I've got my bag, I've got my eyes. We're going to take our pieces, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and go in, and I am going to weave in my yarn tails on the back. I just kind of like to go around this magic circle in the back here and weave that piece of yarn in through there, so then that way it's not going to come undone. Because you know the little ones, they're going to be nice and rough with these bags, so we want it to stay nice and sturdy and stay intact. So clip that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take and place our owl eyes right along the edge here of where the dark brown and this cream color, this light tan, meet. So we're just going to thread our needle again with our yarn. It's a little hard sometimes. This white yarn's a little thick. It is still just a number 4 worsted weight yarn like everything else, but it's a little thick. And we're just going to take and we're going to attach the eye. And how I like to do that is I just kind of weave through and go through the back and the front, and then just pull my yarn here. So that way it's kind of a seamless join, like you don't see any stitches along the edge here when you're attaching it. So So I'm going to do that all the way around, and then I'm going to come back through and attach my second eye right next to it. So your second eye is basically going to be touching the first one. You're going to attach that, and then we're going to attach our beak, and we're going to attach the beak the exact same fashion that we did to the eye. And it's going to be centered in between the two, right on this cream line where the dark brown and the tan meet. So go ahead and get these all attached, and then I'll meet you back and we'll put our little drawstring through on our crochet purse. All right, so we've attached our white eyes and our beak, and I actually found these cute little safety eyes. I purchased them from Amazon a while ago, and I just forgot that I had them. So I thought that might be a cute addition. If you don't have the little safety eyes, you can just use the black yarn like I did in the original owl purse, and you can just create the eyes that way. So what we're doing next is we're going to take our brown chain that we did here, and we are going to start attaching it into our owl purse here. So I like to kind of go up toward the middle of the two eyes. So I'm going to start at the middle of this eye, and I'm going to end at the middle of this left eye here. And all I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this chain and just pull it through here. And it might be a little tight, but once you get it started, then you'll see it's quite a bit easier. So I'm just going to pull that through, and then I'm just going to leave kind of a little tail here. We can adjust that once we get back to the other side here. And I'm going to go every 2 or 3 loops here and we're working in probably like the 2nd or 3rd row below. So it's basically like a row just above the eyes here. So we've got probably like say on row 18, or well, maybe row 19 here would be a good spot to put this chain. And you can also just kind of do it however looks really good for you for placement. And we're just going to continue to pull this through all the way through, if I can get that. We're going to continue pulling this chain all the way through all of these stitches here, and then we're just going to work our way all the way back around. So we're going to go all the way around the back here, and then all the way back to the front. So go ahead and continue doing that, and then I'll meet you back when you get everything completely woven into your owl purse. That's it. So I've gotten my drawstring woven through, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it nice and tight here. And you can see whenever you cinch it tight, it kind of creates those cute little ears. And then what I thought it looked like, whenever you tie it, and you tie it into the little bow, it sort of reminds me of those little 2 little feathers that tend to stick up in between their ears too. So I think it's turned out really, really cute here. Like I said, this will be the perfect gift for a small child and everything like that. They can kind of put their little trinkets in there and then still be able to carry this along. If you wanted to, you could make the drawstring much larger. So then that way these little loops here would be a cute little handle for them to hang on to. And that's it. I do want to apologize again about not being able to share any more of the Annie's Kit Club videos. I know that was really helping a lot of you out, as their videos and their tutorials and instructions are really not that clear. But I don't want to get in trouble. So I will just stick with other sorts of videos and tutorials. So I hope that you guys really liked this tutorial. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel, as that really does help me out a ton. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.